I guess I should start off by saying who I am. My name is Erica J. Alston, and I'm a research scientist here at NASA Langley Research Center here in Hampton, Virginia. And I work within the science directorate here at Langley, where we study aerosols, climate change, gaseous species such as ozone, and we do a lot of applications to everyday life. One of the ways, or the way I became involved with NASA was really kind of like a fluke. Went to an, I guess you could say, an open call that NASA had posted around my school. And I really didn't think NASA was actually going to show up because the government never comes to you. So I went, and a couple of my students told me that I should probably bring a resume. And so I printed off a resume and I went over there and I spoke to a couple of really nice people, and they offered me a job, but I didn't believe that it was real because the government never quite works like that. I really thought it was like a candid camera moment. But I said, well, if I get something in the mail that's official, then I guess it was real. A couple of weeks later, what do you know, I actually get an acceptance letter from NASA, and that was back in 2003. And I've been here since 2004, so the rest is history. I have worked with a number of projects here at NASA Langley. One of the first ones I worked with was actually the My NASA Data program, which is an educational program where we take earth science data here at Langley and we provide it in bite-sized chunks for teachers to use in their classrooms to integrate real science data into their science lesson plans or their math plans. And that was the first project I worked with. I've also worked with other support projects such as Calypso, MODIS, MISER, and these are all satellite programs that we have here at NASA that study the Earth's atmosphere. The most exciting thing I would have to say about my job is that I get to go and speak to teachers, students, other civilians about what NASA does. We do so much more than just put astronauts into space. We do a lot of things that provide deeper understanding of the Earth system as a whole. And so I get to use what I've learned in my college degrees as well as what I learned in high school to help paint a better picture about the Earth's atmosphere. I really focus on air quality, and that's something I feel like everybody wants to know about because everyone wants to breathe great air. So when we have poor air quality episodes, I feel really honored that I can do research to figure out what caused it, where is it going, how many people are affected, and is this happening more often or less often, these types of things that really people are interested in. And so finally, I would have to say what I learned in high school really does play a role in what I do almost every day. The basic algebra that I learned, I still use to this day. I still use math to do linear line fits or plot circles. There are many different basic things that I learned in middle school and high school that I use every day. The sciences, the physics, the chemistry, the biology, all these things play an important role in the Earth's atmosphere because it is such a symbiotic relationship that these things are not just independent of each other, but really a cohesive picture. And you pull a little bit of everything together to really understand what's going on. And more importantly, when you speak to people or when you help students, you need to be able to bring together all these different aspects and to paint a really clear picture of what it is. So that's a little bit about myself, and I hope to see you soon in your classrooms.